10 miles to safety is a top-down race against time. Now, I probably shouldn't tell you that knowing some tips and tricks will make quite some difference. So let's just jump in. I'm Epokk from Indie Game Guides, and these are my 8 essential tips to running 10 miles to safety. Let's talk about guns. Now at the start your pistol is just fine, but later on you will need to start moving towards either shotguns or automatic weapons like SMGs or assault rifles. Now the game will tend to throw a huge amount of zombies at you, so you will want to be able to kill as many of them as you can. Now for that reason, shotgun with this wide spread or the fire rate of the automatic rifles is ideal. This also explains why I really can't recommend holding onto a pistol longer than you have to, or even picking up a sniper rifle. I tend always to choose having a shotgun and an automatic weapon like an SMG or an assault rifle with me, but as you progress deeper into the game you will get access to more exotic weapons like rocket launchers and the flamer, which is quite strong at this time. Just be careful with this last weapon as the hazmat suit zombies are immune to fire damage. The melee weapon you have should purely be used for destroying barricades and harvesting materials. Going toe to toe with zombies is generally a great way to get yourself killed, so consider melee as your very last resort. In order to survive the night, you need to barricade yourself into a small room. Now the best kinds of rooms are the defensible areas with very few entry points where you can funnel the enemies into a tight spot to focus your fire. Now great examples of these are the garages, rooftops or high places like on top of containers with 1 or 2 ramps. Place a few barbed wires at the entry points to weaken the enemies and then some barricades to prevent them from actually getting to you, as you can finish them off from the other side. Gear can be basically obtained in 2 ways, either by completing events, about which I will talk in a minute, or either by entering buildings and looting chests, closets and cupboards. But knowing the color codes helps in a major way, since it will show you which kind of items you will find inside. Now future me will place the color codes on the screen right now, but as you can see you can basically quickly decide which furniture is worth investigating and which isn't, saving you some time while the zombies are trying to kill you and you still need about 9 miles to run to safety. Now there are basically 2 kinds of rewards that you can gain from completing the optional events. But secretly there's a third reward. Now doing events pauses the loading bar at the top of the screen. So yes, the game will send a ton of zombies your way, but during the preparation phase you can take a moment to craft items, sort your inventory and so on. Once the preparation phase is over you can just get out of there, leaving the people to their own devices. The other types of rewards are either a chest filled with weapons, armor or ammo, and on the other hand you have a survivor who will stay with you for 5 minutes as a bodyguard. Now I personally do prefer to not waste my ammo on the saving of a survivor, as ammo is king in this game, but I will leave that up to you. So I wrote this entire rundown for each of the 7 classes, but if you've listened to the previous tips you should already know which class is the best. Now the looter finds more materials, loots faster and less zombies spawn while he's doing it. This is a massive plus that outweighs all the others. The only ones to even remotely come close are the builder, in order to be able to make quickly and cheaper defenses during events and during the night. And the scientist could be decent, as the flamer is already a strong weapon and he will boost it even further, but you won't find them before running even like half the distance, so I'm not really sure if it's really worth it. Now an additional difficulty in 10 miles to safety is in inventory management. Now you will constantly want ammo for your weapons and materials for building or crafting. It's easily filled up really quickly. Now I would always recommend to only collect the 2 ammo types your equipped weapons need and not keep any others. Additionally, you will want to focus on getting the next tier of backpack to expand your inventory. And as mentioned before, you can also use the preparation phase of events to take a break and sort your inventory instead of when time is running out and zombies are swarming you. During daylight, you want to move as quickly as possible through the areas. Essentially, killing zombies is never a priority. You should always be just focusing on dodging them and only entering buildings when you find yourself in need of materials, ammo, or an upgrade for your weapon. But you should also know when not to move into an area. Now, for example, when you have little daytime left, you shouldn't enter the forest or central park. You should just hold back, spend the remaining time of that day just looting and finding yourself a safe place during the night, because the forest and the central park are giant open areas where you won't find any places to barricade yourself in during the night. And that's some of the best tips I could come up with to survive your 10-mile jog. Now, if you have any more tips, please share them in the comments down below. And if you found this guide useful, please give the video a thumbs up so other people can find it too. And if you like getting the best guides for your favorite indie games, be sure to subscribe, since it's what we're all about here at Indie Game Guides. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.